Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. On the last episode, we continued questioning Lotta, who apparently was not there to take photos of meteor showers, but was there to actually take photos of Gordy. And so she's not a research student, she's actually an investigative photographer trying to take pictures of what? An editorial headline? Like a spoof editorial headline, something you can see in The Onion. But thanks to this, she's now giving new testimony. This is the final testimony that we're getting from her, though, so we better find something now. Otherwise, the judge will rule in favor of Von Karma. So, let's find it. We need to find something, and as the music can tell you, we're in the moderate state. Or we're in the, what's this? Allegro? I think this song is called. So, we need to find something now. We need to present, actually, there's something very simple. We need to go over here, not that one. Not that one. And I think it's this one right here. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. That is a lie because of this. Miss Hart! Were you really looking at that boat?
Hey, what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
Hey, what? Y'all wanna step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through the binoculars. There wasn't thought in that. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Humph. Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart! Are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
So sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought y'all know I could be witness to a murder and all. I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat, till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
Boo, but hey. You got the photograph. You got proof.
The poor judge is sad. Still, we can't see who was shooting and who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo, and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
What was she going to say? She took the photo and... what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality, it might, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement or wait and see what happens? What else would he not want to show that photo? I mean, he said he had a decisive witness, decisive evidence at the beginning of the trial. Why wouldn't that photo be decisive evidence if he didn't want to present it early on? So, Miss Hart, look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. I can't stop. Help me, please stop. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yo, yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist.
What were you talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
Ooh. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. Oh yeah, here we go, corner time. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Why? Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who was firing in this. That's a terrible photo. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. So we have the lake photo. Did it just update? That's not the old lake photo anymore. That's the enlargement now. Happy now, Mr. Wright? Oh, what voice was that? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done for any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then, I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. Oh, that's so much for that. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. Decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? The photo, you idiot! Nothing, of course. Judge, come on! Then, I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this? Say something then, Phoenix! It's your job to say something. That's why you had the giant objection bubble. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement, show other evidence, wait and see. Now, one of these is correct. We are going to, not wait and see, because the case is about to end if we do that. Show over to evidence. We don't really have anything else. I mean, we have Misty Fey's photo, which we haven't used at all. But that's not really, I mean, we've already used the only reason we used that was for Edgeworth. So, we want to object to the enlargement. There's something wrong with that. Your Honor! There is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. And Corner kicks back in, so he must have chose the right thing. But what might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. So what is strange about this photo? Well, the only thing that's really present in this photo, other than the fact that we can't see either their faces, or, you know, they're both kind of wearing the exact same thing, is one thing in particular. This. The pistol. So, let's present this. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? If I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. That left hand contradicts. So the thing that it contradicts is actually the gun in the photo. If you look at it, fired 3 times bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. And someone's holding it with their left hand. So the evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, oh no, Phoenix is saying ergo, okay. The man shooting the pistol in his photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright, I wonder how long of a break that was. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. Ugh. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. So he's innocent. However, well, of course, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Miss Hart, the victim himself, or Larry. Do we really want to throw Larry under the bus? I mean, technically he is a suspect now. He was there that night. And Miss Hart is also a suspect, and she has been lying for a lot of things, but why would she take a photograph of herself? That just seems like it'd be stupid. So the only option that we really have, other than Larry, is the victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound revealed the distance at which it was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet! Roughly. There was no way it could have been suicide. Unless the guy had like 4 foot long arms. Which I think is highly impossible. Highly unlikely, I think. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of this accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. And we'll get the autopsy report updated thanks to that. Thank you, Von Karma, for that late update. I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. What did I say? Suspend? I said something weird. Whatever. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. Whew, we got through one day with the worst prosecutor ever. Whew, that was a close one. Hey! Don't you have anything to say? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh. Right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Jerk. The last words I say is jerk. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. And we get Lotta's disposition added to the court record. Yay! Just like April May's testimony, who also pretty much lied through her teeth. Although Lotta technically was just wanted to be a part of the gang. But that does it for this day, and that does it for this episode. So, on the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're going to be heading off to day 2 of investigation, trying to figure out who shot who, and we saw Edgeworth pick up the gun in the opening cutscene, or at least he was holding it in his right hand. But how did it end up in his right hand when whoever shot it with their left hand? So, we'll try and find out that next episode. So, until next time, hopefully you enjoy. A very easy way we can find out how to do this. We're going to use the burrow flowers and just light them all on fire. Or we're going to use Y and X so that we can hit the flying enemies, since they're all flying enemies. And they're all going for him, so we can already tell which one is him. I got a lucky hit. That's nice. Oh, balls! Also, you can hold them forever. You can hold this now, as long as you want. Alright, let's do that again. This is the best way to do it. Mario's getting all the attention.